going to give you 10 hacks on how you can make finder's fees on the side of your day job. A lot of people have limiting beliefs, thinking because they're in a day job they don't have time to create another income stream, they don't have time to do something that can make them more money. It's about certain things that will allow you to actually make some money, realistically make money, even if you are in a day job. So if you've got a limiting belief that you can't create a second income stream on the side of your day job, I'm going to give you 10 hacks on how you can do this. So a lot of people, very much since COVID, are now home-based or work remotely. Maybe you are. If you are home-based or work remotely, then this gives you a higher chance of creating another income stream because you're working from home, you're working remotely, you've got a lot more time on your hands. That gives you a lot more freedom to start a side business. You can execute a lot of things in the finder's fees business just from your mobile phone. So it doesn't matter where you are. You could be in your workplace, you could be in a cafe, you could be on the bus, you could be on a train, you could be anywhere, and you can execute specific things on your mobile phone, like building connections, like responding to people on email, on WhatsApp, on Messenger, and it's all done at speed. And so you can easily do that on the side of your day job. We all have 24 hours in a day, guys. So here's the thing. You can get up an hour before you normally get up. You could go to bed an hour later. You could spend an hour on an evening instead of watching TV, Netflix or whatever. I don't believe anyone who says they don't have the time once they finish their day job or before they start their day job. If you get up at 7 in the morning normally, set your alarm for 6 a.m. and do an hour working on your side business so you can start creating finder's fees opportunities. On an evening, set your alarm for 9 o'clock or even 10 o'clock and work for an hour on an evening, working on your side business, creating opportunities that will pay you finder's fees. At the very beginning of setting up your finder's fees business, you are building foundations. You are building the foundations of a network of connections, which you are always doing. But once you start building out a network, then once you've got that network of people that you are reaching out to, it's literally one click of a button to send an email to 100 businesses. So it's extremely time effective reaching out to many businesses at once instead of one at a time. Next one, once you get offered surplus inventory from these connections that you are reaching out to, everything is done at speed. You are executing things very, very quickly. So even if you are in a day job environment, you can just literally reply very quickly. It's a few seconds here and a few seconds there on email or on WhatsApp. And obviously, if you come into the Finder's Fees University, me and my team are doing 90% of that work on your behalf. Next one, weekends. Weekends, guys. You have 104 days off a year. They're called weekends. You have time at some point through the weekend to spend an hour or two to work on your side business, your side income that you are building. The next one, you have time to play the long game. All right? So even if you are in a day job, it doesn't matter, because you're not thinking, oh, I've got to make money, I've got to get rich quick within a few days. No, guys, you are playing the long game. You are building a business over months, even years. You've got to have that mentality that you are in it long term, okay? And once you are building out a network of connections that you are reaching out to, over that long period of time, what starts to happen? You get this compounding effect. The more connections you build, the more connections you are reaching out to, you start making more and more money. There's nothing wrong with working a day job and creating another income stream on the side. At the end of the day, you've got the security to start with of being in your full-time day job, right? But you are then working on a side business that you are going to be growing and growing and growing and growing. At some point, you might just decide, actually, I'm just going to stay in my day job. I'm going to run this comfortably on the side of my day job. You've got a full-time day job salary coming in, plus you've got your income coming in through earning finder's fees as well. So a lot of people and a lot of my students, you know, they are very comfortable working their day job and making finder's fees on the side of their day job as well. And finally, the great thing about the finder's fees business is the path of least resistance, meaning you can make maximum money for a minimum amount of effort, meaning that you are not having to spend hours and hours and hours each day in this business whatsoever. You can spend an hour and execute certain things, and then the next day spend an hour on it, and then the next day spend an hour on it. As long as you are keeping consistent, you will start making finder's fees, guys. What I'm doing all the time is I'm creating brand new opportunities that are all based around being time effective, because that's what I'm all about. That's what I'm all about in my business, making finder's fees. I'm all about doing things at speed and doing things in a very, very time effective way. So all the methods that I teach in Finder's Fees University are all very much time effective methods that are basically what I call the path of least resistance. You know, maximum money for little effort. I hope some of these things that I mentioned help you decide that you can actually do this on the side of your day job, no problem at all, guys. And I think a lot of this is all based around, you know, your hunger and desire to actually make another income stream and create more financial freedom for you and your family, ultimately. That's what it all boils down to. If this resonates with you and you want to come into Finder's Fees University, where you're going to be earning while you are learning, and so now I've made this a very affordable entry-level way of getting into the Finder's Fees business, guys, where you are simply building a network of connections, reaching out to connections and getting offered these surplus deals, pallets of goods that businesses have in their warehouse that they want to get rid of. And then we are showing those deals to other businesses who want to buy those deals. All right, if you want to come into Finder's Fees University, we are currently offering this at $97 per month, guys. All right, so I'm going to drop a link underneath and in the comments where you can access Finder's Fees University. Get started, start taking action, even on the side of your day job, and let's get you started making some money. I will see you inside.